Greetings, dear friends. We have already explored quadratic equations in earlier parts covering how to identify if the given equation is quadratic or not, how many maximum possible roots a quadratic equation can have, methods to solve the quadratic equations to find out its roots, relation between coefficients of quadratic equations and respective roots, how to form a quadratic equation if the roots are known. It is quite obvious if one asks, what's the use of all this? Where are we going to use this practically? Well, let's try to understand this with the help of a few real life examples. In 9th standard, we have learnt about S is equal to ut plus 1 upon 2a t square, that is, equation depicting the relationship between displacement, velocity, time and acceleration. Do you remember this? What type of equation is this and what is the variable? Yes, that's correct. It is a quadratic equation in variable t. Before looking into the practical example of this quadratic equation, let me remind you the steps we need to follow while solving any word problem. These are listed below. The first and very important point is to read the entire word problem very carefully to understand it properly. Now reread it statement by statement and write down the information given in each statement very carefully. Then decide the variable. Convert the given information in mathematical form. Write down the equation that meets the given conditions. Now, solve this equation to find the result. Lastly, write down the answer in a complete sentence. Now let's come back to our example where we are going to follow all the steps mentioned above while solving it. Question 1. Anju was driving a car at a speed of 10 meters per second. She pressed the accelerator, causing the car to accelerate at 2 meters per second square. She took her foot off the accelerator after the car had travelled 75 meters. So for how long did Anju press the accelerator? Solution. First, we will carefully read the example and write down the information from it. The car's initial velocity is 10 meters per second. The car travelled a distance of 75 meters after accelerating. The acceleration was 2 meters per second square. We need to find the time for which Anju pressed the accelerator. This means we need to find out how long it took to travel 75 meters with that acceleration. Now let's put this information into mathematical terms. Initial velocity u is equal to 10 meters per second. Distance covered s is equal to 75 meters. Acceleration a is equal to 2 meters per second square. We need to find out the time, that is t. So t is equal to what? We'll use the equation of motion s is equal to ut plus 1 upon 2a t square. Here t is the variable because all other values are known. We can rearrange this equation into a quadratic equation. 1 upon 2a t square plus ut minus s is equal to 0. Now let's substitute the values we wrote down into this equation. So 1 upon 2 into 2 into t square plus 10t minus 75 is equal to 0. Therefore, t square plus 10t minus 75 is equal to 0. Now let's solve this quadratic equation by factorization. Let's find the factors of minus 75 that add up to 10 are 15 and minus 5. Therefore, t square plus 15t minus 5t minus 75 is equal to 0. Therefore, t plus 15, t minus 5 is equal to 0. Therefore, t plus 15 is equal to 0 or t minus 5 is equal to 0. This gives us two possible values for t, that is, t is equal to minus 15 or t is equal to 5. Since time must be a positive number, we take the positive value, that is t is equal to 5. Therefore, the answer is Anju pressed the accelerator for 5 seconds. Now let's see some more examples. The sum of the squares of two consecutive positive odd numbers is 802. What are the numbers? Solution. Let's express the given information in a mathematical form and create an equation. Since the given numbers are odd, we can represent them as 2x minus 1 and 2x plus 1. According to the given condition, we have 2x minus 1 square plus 2x plus 1 square is equal to 802. Expanding the squares. 4x square minus 4x plus 1 plus 4x square plus 4x plus 1 is equal to 802. Therefore, 8x square plus 2 is equal to 802. Therefore, 8x square is equal to 800. Now dividing both sides by 8, x square is equal to 100. Therefore, x is equal to plus 10 or x is equal to minus 10. Since the numbers asked in the problem are positive, we must choose x is equal to plus 10. Now let's substitute this value of x in our expressions for the odd numbers to find the answer. Therefore, first number is 2x minus 1 is equal to 2 into 10 minus 1 is equal to 20 minus 1 is equal to 19. And the second number is 2x plus 1 is equal to 2 into 10 plus 1 is equal to 20 plus 1 is equal to 21. Therefore, the required numbers are 19 and 21. A brick path is to be built around a rectangular garden of dimensions 10 meter by 16 meter. The area of the path is 120 square meter. What will be the width of the path? Solution. Let's express the given information in mathematical terms and form an equation. Let the width of the path be x meter. The path is on all four sides, so both the length and width increase by 2x meter. The area of the garden with the path is 16 plus 2x into 10 plus 2x square meter. The area of the garden without the path is 16 into 10, that is 160 square meter. The area of the path is equal to area of garden with path minus area of the garden. The area of the path is given as 120 square meters. Therefore, 16 plus 2x, 10 plus 2x minus 160 is equal to 120. Therefore, 160 plus 32x plus 20x plus 4x square minus 160 is equal to 120. Now simplify and rearrange above quadratic equation. Thus, 4x square plus 52x minus 120 is equal to 0. After dividing both sides by 4, we get x square plus 13x minus 30 is equal to 0. Therefore, x square plus 15x minus 2x minus 30 is equal to 0. Therefore, x minus 2 into x plus 15 is equal to 0. Therefore, x minus 2 is equal to 0 or x plus 15 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 2 or x is equal to minus 15. However, x is equal to minus 15 is not possible because width must be a positive number. So, x is equal to 2. Therefore, the width of the path is 2 meters. What did we learn? We can many a times solve problems in everyday life by using quadratic equations. To do this, you have to write the given information in the form of a mathematical equation and then solve the equation to get the answer. Exercise. The sides of a right angled triangle are 2x minus 1, 2x and 2x plus 1 respectively. Find the value of x and then find the area of the triangle. There is a difference of 24 years between Meena's age and her mother's age. The 12th part of the product of their ages is 18 years less than the mother's age. What are the ages of Meena and her mother? The sum of two numbers is 8. The sum of their reciprocals when multiplied by 15 is also 8. What are the two numbers?